There was a time in Nigeria where we had single-digit inflation, 9%, 8%. I hear it had even gone as low as 7%, not substantiated by me, though. That's why I need to be careful here. What are the factors that we need to start going back that direction? Because at the end of the day, inflation figures affects everybody, the pepper seller, the Okada man, and the big man in the office.
Well, I think Dr. Yusuf has said it all. Those times that you saw those single digit exchange rate was very stable. Very, very stable. I think that time we have exchange rate from 160, then we went to 190. And in those 160, 190, you see consistently for 3 years, for 4 years. Then there's a shock, either through crude oil, and then you see when crude oil price goes down, then you see exchange rate now, goes up, and so there was actually the exchange rate has been the key determiner in Nigeria inflationary pressure. Why? It's because whether they believe it or not, over 70% of what we consume, we import. And also, if we are not importing those products, the machineries that make those products into a finished product, we're importing them. So anyhow, there's an import there. There's exchange rate challenges there. Now, with the current challenges that we are having in exchange rate, it has to do with what we call, I said it before, but it's like makeup. When a lady does makeup, it's not really showing the true value of who she is until she removes the makeup. Yeah. Until you that's why now these days ladies will say they do foundation first, make it so it looks nice. So what we are doing, how did we get to the inflationary figure being where it is? Was it that we dealt with the supply chain issue? Was it that we dealt with the exchange rate issue? No. Where we are today, where the inflation went from a high of about 30-something% to a low of 28%, was largely driven because we did rebasing. Rebasing is not a tool to bring down inflation. Rebasing is a tool to tell the international community, tell foreign investors, there is a new opportunity that we did not capture the last time. Now, how does rebasing now help in bringing food to the table of the ordinary man? By rebasing, you attract new investors. They come into the country, set up new, so you create employment. By rebasing, you attract foreign direct investors in those sectors, those new sectors that are growing so fast. By rebasing, you'll be able to attract those investors, and when those investors come in, they will come in with FX, they will stabilize your exchange rate. Now, in this current rebasing, all these factors that I've mentioned, how has it helped? Now, Nigerian key inflationary drive, like you pointed in your report, food inflation, transportation, housing. So that has been a key driver of inflation since. It has not gone down to there's no any other issues. Those are the three main things that have been driving inflation for as far as I know. Sure. Now, in this rebasing, how did rebasing help in tackling food inflation? How did rebasing help in tackling transportation? How did rebasing help in housing? If rebasing, the economy, now driving a lot of development into the housing sector, if rebasing the economy, driving a lot of these big companies, Toyota, Mercedes-Benz and others into Nigeria to begin to produce here, so we'll begin to say, okay, fine, the inflation, then that will bring down inflation. That will stabilize the exchange rate because it will not just be coming in empty-handed. So the challenge is, when you try to like I said, do the makeup, then after you take your shower, your real face will come out.